It has come to my attention that we are running critically low on our levels of whimsy.
Diva, your levels of whimsy are getting critically low. I recommend at least 30 minutes of frolicking as soon as possible. I hope that helps.
So in today's video, I am going to share 10 inexpensive, maybe even just free things that we can do to cultivate more whimsy into our lives. Let's get into it. So in the past year, the word whimsy has been super popular. What is whimsy? What does being whimsical mean? It's being playful. It's seeing the magic in life. It is, I would say, also recognizing abundance in everything. And so here are a couple ways that I've learned to cultivate this sense of whimsy in my life. So first of all, it's really important to make sure that your energy is open to the whimsy. So that also means detoxing from non-whimsical energies, from the not so whimsical projections and the energies that we may have picked up from other people and super non-whimsical environments. So it is great to cultivate a sort of ritual of detoxing, releasing energies, and recharging our own. I love to do things like saunas. I love meditating. I love going to sound baths. And I love to put on a Reiki video. And also have the mindset that other people's energies are being cleansed. So the second thing is something that I love to do. And this is honestly most of my free time. And it's travel locally. Go find adventures, even just like 20 minutes from you. I think I'm lucky because I live in Southern California. So basically, there's a bunch of whimsical, random things everywhere that I can drive out to. But I feel like no matter where you are in the world, there are places, whether it's, a cafe that you've never explored before, a corner of town that you've never been to, like a different store, like a thrift shop, like a park. There are different areas of the place that you live in, or at least there's different areas of the city that you live in, or like 30 minutes away from the city that you live in, that are unexplored that could be a new adventure. Like there was a period of time where I was constantly looking for a new gluten-free cafe or restaurant because I have had to eat gluten-free, and I kind of made it fun. I kind of made a game of it. And now anywhere I travel, whether it's local or farther than that, I'm like, it's in my mind to be like, ooh, I get to go search for a new gluten-free restaurant or cafe. And it's fun because I'm like, I get to try different types of gluten-free foods. Like I get to see how different types of people or different types of restaurants and cafes make them. And it's funny because like, it has now become one of my favorite things to be like gluten-free cafe hunting. So the third thing is to embody a fantasy creature, a fantasy character. Like let yourself recognize that that magic is within you. So for me, I'm obviously a mermaid. I don't know if that was super obvious to everybody else, but my name is Arielle. I was born in the 90s. And so throughout my entire life, I have been gifted mermaid related things, which is so lucky. And it's hilarious because like when I was younger, it was like literally the Little Mermaid branded things. And then as I got older, I still loved getting mermaid things, but they almost matured with me. So like even right now I'm wearing this necklace, which is kind of like Arielle's voice necklace. And like, I think when I was younger, I would have like little mermaid headbands and stuff. And now it's like, oh, I should get little shell earrings. Like, oh, I should get little like trinkets, little ocean sea themed things. And like even this fishnet sort of like, what do you call it? Even this thing that I'm wearing feels kind of mermaidy. And I noticed that like I have little like characteristic things that like I get now. Like I think there's a mermaid on my keychain. There's a I get mermaid cups. Like if I go to a store and it's mermaid related, I'm like, oh, I have to get that. Like I know that you don't have to spend this much money, but like I feel like the spirit of the mermaid has always followed me, and it really has. Like honestly, being named Arielle in the 90s. Like, I was almost like reaffirming all the time that like I associated myself with the spirit of the mermaid. And now I just kind of do. And I've learned to love it, and I've kind of been like, yeah, this is like my, I don't want to say my alternate reality or my alter ego, but it sort of is. So yeah, I kind of love having my mermaidness, my mermaid alter ego, because I just kind of feel like it allows me a place to have my like magic live, you know? And I feel like we should have that in general in our realities, but it's almost like, I don't know. I feel like I'm picking up on almost like an alternate dimension, an alternate reality where I really am just like a mermaid, just like singing and just kind of like doing my thing. Like, I have a friend who is really into like fairies and is really earthy and like into like the color green and stuff like that. And she's just like, yeah, I've always kind of felt like a fairy, or I kind of had this image of me just being like playing like a lyre or like a flute or something, like in an open field. And I'm like, yeah, you give fairy vibes. And it's funny how we can sense that. You know, we've seen those social posts that are just kind of like, which vibe are you? And I feel like me and my friend were both kind of like, honestly, is this our alternate reality? Is this actually happening on some other plane? Like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, where do you think humans got those things from? Like, where do you think humans got the idea of these mythical creatures? Like, I know that we have our human brains and they're creative, but I wonder if on some level we're picking up on the magic of different dimensions that we could be living on, you know? Okay, anyway. So anyway, I think if you love some sort of fantasy, some sort of mythical creatures, you know, like, I think symbolically, like, surrounding yourself with something like it, you know, even if it's just like, I think I know someone who loved dragons, so they would always buy little dragon trinkets, and it would be like, it would help them stay connected to their like fiery spirit, you know? So for me, with being really connected to being a mermaid, it connects me with like being, I guess you could say depth, but like intuition, like, and it's very, to me, just like creative and musical and just kind of feminine and like free flowing and stuff. And so I feel very tied to it. And like, there's all these weird things. Like, I am hypermobile, meaning my body has really lax joints. And like, it makes my body really kind of like loose and free flowy. And then I have to like drink more electrolytes that have like sodium in them to help like my body and my circulation and stuff. And it's hilarious because I'm just kind of like, that feels like I am a mermaid living on land who still has like loose flowy like body language, or like who still has like a loose flowy body that is missing salts and electrolytes and needs to replenish her like her electrolytes because she no longer lives in the ocean. Like, this is what I've done in my head to make that make sense. But I just kind of feel like the symbology, I don't know if that's a word, symbology, like the symbolism of me being a mermaid also kind of resonates with how my body is. So I just think it's hilarious. And I just know, for me, I'm a Pisces moon. I love being near the beach. Water is what calms me. It's my safe space, and I need to be around water. You know, like, I already know in my future, I want to always live near a body of water. You know, so for me, there's something about the mermaidness that has always resonated. And I wonder if in some way, you know, the universe like planted the seed in my parents' heads to be like, just name her Ariel. Like, make sure it affirms to her that she has the spirit of the mermaid. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know. Like, however this resonates, take it as you will, but it's definitely something that has allowed me to keep the playfulness and the magic in my life. So the next one is to go touch grass, be around nature and animals more. Like, if there is anything that allows us to feel like we can play, it is the natural world. It is the nature around us. Like, I think I had a period of time that, you know what, I need to bring back, where I, like, alongside my cafe adventures, I would just be like, ooh, there is a patch of like greenery, like there is like a cute house, like there is like a, you know, there's a lot of flowers. Like, I would look at the things around me and I would make photo shoots out of it all the time. Also, just again, go hang out with animals. Like I when did I go? Like it's around slow. I went to this little like free farm. I saw a lot of, I don't get to be on like farms or anything a lot. So like I love to see like animals like goats, like roosters, like things like that, like chickens. So I wonder if there is something like that around you, some sort, even if it's just like a nature preserve, like something like that. I love being around animals because they're so like, even though they don't have, I guess, the same brain or whatever as humans, like I don't see them as less creative or less whimsical. I think I associate nature as being super whimsical because it is inherently something that just seems like really playful. It seems like really, I keep saying magic, but like it seems really magical. It's creation. And like what's interesting is like, I feel like I have a lot of ADHD in this video, but I feel like it's very appropriate. So it's funny because I was looking at my dog the other day and how he is in his nature a very sensing being. I think all animals are, but when you see dogs, they are pretty hypervigilant and they seem sensitive. Like the first sign of danger, they're like, oh, what is that? Like, who are you? Woof. Do I, and like they are really aware, and yes, they can be on guard, but they can also be very in their bodies. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like most animals that aren't humans. And when they have a need, like when they need to stretch, they don't overthink it, they just stretch. Like when they see a patch of sunlight, like they go into where the sunlight reflects and they lay there and they bask in it. And there was something about the other day, I was like watching my dog and like how he doesn't overthink how he moves.
Good boy. Yay. Look who has the whole park to himself.
Or like if he's hungry, he's like, okay, I'm gonna eat. Like there's the being so natural and letting yourself be embodied in your instincts is something that I feel like humans may have disconnected from because of our intelligence or whatever. But like but I think that like when you think of a dog and how much it like, if it sees a butterfly, it might attack it, but it's like, oh my God, butterfly, and how much it interacts with nature. Like there is a spirit of whimsy in our animals, in like dogs that I feel like we should embody more. There is this like this instinct to move our bodies exactly the way that it needs to and to not have our minds override it all the time. Like yes, like things like dogs are like, honestly, when you think about it, dogs are really hypersensitive, but when they sense danger, they don't hesitate. They're like, hey, there's danger. Is that dangerous? Let me figure it out. Oh, okay, it's done. Okay, I'm gonna stop barking. I'm gonna go over here. Like, oh, I wanna go be empathic and like be next to my humans. Like, oh, I noticed that my human had a feeling. Like this is so random, but I love seeing dogs being so unfiltered in their sensitivity. And like, that is something that I feel like in some ways I want to cultivate. Cause yeah, I don't want to go like barking at everything that is new to me, but I want to be able to be like, okay, I have a level of awareness. I'm going to screen it and see if that's right for me. And if it isn't, like, I'm going to guard myself. And if it's okay, like, I'm going to be fine. If there is like a patch of nature or sunlight or something that I want to be around, I want to go bask in it without overthinking. If I need to stretch my body, if I need to eat, if I need to drink water, like, I don't want to question my body or do too much. I just want to live in it. And I feel like being in tune with nature and your body's nature is whimsical. It is playful, and it is so natural that it feels right and it's not over logicked. So the next thing is to just add little touches of whimsy in your everyday life. So for me, again, like I got little mermaid symbols everywhere. I also just like sometimes switch things up, like if I'm baking, if I'm cooking. Like I made like these muffins that actually have chamomile flowers in them, like the actual flowers. Photos and stuff here. It tasted like cornbread, which is really cool. So, and it doesn't have corn, but like it was really cool and it looked really cute. And like just the little thing, just like let's put chamomile in the muffin. Like it was just like, ooh, I feel like a little baking fairy now, you know? Like I like add little touches of things, you know, like add fruit to your water, like add like wear bright colors, like get a little something that's like get like chimes, get like and hang them in your room, like decorate your environment, like let yourself live in and have little touches of whimsy everywhere. Like go get your nails done and make them like a neon color, like do like little things can really brighten up your day, you know, and make it that much more whimsical. The next one is to be the star of your own fantasy story, novel, music video, whatever it is. Like, and I've done this a lot and I want to start doing it again, where like, again, I find random photo shoots everywhere. Or like I have made little videos of myself, like even, I don't know, here's a couple of them. Like especially, you know, you have a phone, like you can take photos and video and we can make them into whatever on social media, right? So like I have made little music videos of myself. Like I made little skits. Like I will see one thing as a tiny bit of inspiration and I'm like, oh, that's a little story. That's a little video. Like that's, you know, that's something that I can create online. Ooh, I can't wait for you to. It's really important to like allow yourself to have creative freedom without needing it to look successful or really good or sellable or whatever. Have a form of creativity that is not dependent on anything other than your own whimsy, you know, like I think write little songs that no one will see, you know, like write poetry, like write little stories, like create whatever you want, like paint, but just for yourself, like whatever you're doing, it's gonna feel the best when you do it based on your own whimsy, and like do it for yourself first. And if it happens to become something that you want to post online that you want to eventually build on and create more, that's awesome. Also, I will say, if you are a creative that wants to create more things, like practicing by just having no pressure projects is awesome. You know, if you're a writer who feels blocked, like, hi, I've been like, it's nice to just like have a random exercise or a routine where you're like, I think I'm just gonna write for just 10 minutes. I'm gonna write for 10 minutes randomly, like in the evening or something. And it's not gonna have any pressure, but it's gonna help my creative juices flow. And it's gonna give me that bit of whimsy, like that hit of whimsy, or that space where I'm allowed to be whimsical in my day, every day. So related to that, pick up a hobby that has no pressure. Like it doesn't have to be creative. It doesn't have to be anything that you want to eventually make a business or make money off of. Also, it can be, but like for now, allow yourself to have a hobby that's just for your joy. Like let yourself, I don't know, like learn how to knit just because, like learn how to, I don't know, it could be anything. Like you could just be like baking, you could be like collecting something, like you could just have the hobby like I do of just like, I'm gonna explore something new every weekend, you know, just like, and the challenge is, it's like, it has to be no more than like 40 minutes away from me, and I will find one new thing and like take pictures of it and make it a photo shoot every time, you know, like find a random hobby that you can do that just feels like no pressure, that would be fun, you know. And I feel like not only does it restore whimsy, but it restores like the newness the novelty. So the next thing is to go out and experience culture. Like, go see live theater. Like, there are less expensive community theaters. There's also like the big ones. Like, in the past year, I think I've seen 2 plays at the Pantages. So I saw Hadestown, which is my favorite currently. I also saw the Harry Potter play. And then what else did I see?
Wow.
No, I know we're not in Kansas.
I mean, like, go to live music, whether that's at like a lounge or like, I don't know, even just like street performers. Like, go see people being whimsical. Like, performers, like artists, go to an art show, like, be around whimsical fantasy people and, like, you know, take in their manifestations of their whimsy. Another really important thing is to release cringe. Like, if something makes you happy, makes you feel whimsical, makes you feel playful, that is something that you get to have for you. If other people think it's cringe or whatever, like, screw them. You know, like, they're not, they don't need to be part of your whimsical fantasy world that makes you happy. Go find your whimsical community. Whether that is people who have, I mean, the same hobbies as you, like go be around other creative people, like have accountability creative groups. If you're into spirituality, go to other spiritual events, go to sound baths, like go to like group Reiki sessions, like go to, I don't know, if you're into sports and you want to join like a sports league, go do it. Like, whatever it is that can cultivate a sense of like passion and like playfulness, and it's in a group, like that's going to be like times 10, you know? And it'll definitely feel like a difference if you are like used to like non-whimsical times and like you are mostly around less passionate people, you know? Like, be around other people who share your similar hobbies. Like, also, gosh, I wish I was like sponsored or something by them, but like a good thing to do would be to like get a class pass, even like one of those free trials, because there are so many different events, different classes, different like wellness things that you can do, and you're gonna also meet people through them. Like, something that I did, was it this year or last year? I forget. I took a pole dancing class. Very hard, really cool, because it's one of those where it was like pole dancing, but also like empowering women to reconnect to their femininity, like empowering women to reconnect to themselves. And like, I'm really glad that I was able to just like, you know, loosen up and to like embrace like my feminine side, you know? And like, I've also done like a lot of like different types of yoga classes. Like, what else have I done through ClassPass? I feel like I've done a lot of stuff. Like, you can do events. Like, I actually got like a Reiki session the other day from ClassPass. And then, yeah. So like, go find other things. And again, get out of your comfort zone. Like, do something that engages like your playfulness, the newness, the novelty, and just see the magic in doing something new again for the first time. So I hope that helps raise your levels of whimsy. And if you have other ideas, if you have other things that help you like become more whimsical and get in touch with your playful side, let me know in the comments below. Okay, until next time, peace and love. Bye.